Brampton City United entered the 2012 CSL season with high expectations after the addition of several standout players to their roster. However, after playing their way to the top of the standings, the wheels fell off in late August as the team lost some key players to university teams. This season, Brampton is again challenging for first place, but likely will keep its full roster for the rest of the year. Good news for a team that's been firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this season's been great so far. We've been working hard. It all started at the beginning of the season. We had our ups and downs, of course, like every team, but I believe now we've gone through that, and the guys are looking confident each and every game. We're going out our hardest, and we're just looking for the W's every game from now on.
We are very happy. Are we there? No. We're doing well. I don't think we've ever played a game more than 50 to 60% of our capabilities. I think the best is yet to come. But sure, we're happy, we're doing well, we're getting the points. The bonding that's happening and the movement forward that's happening with many of our key players is fantastic. So from that standpoint, yes, we're happy.
Brampton boasts an embarrassing array of weapons and have two of the league's top three scorers. Marcos Nunez is in his first full CSL season and has 13 goals, tied with teammate and league veteran Milos Simpanovic.
Well, the thing about Milos too is it's not just his goal scoring. I mean, sometimes people will look at a game sheet and not see that he scored, but the respect he garners is amazing. It creates space for other people. He does so many smart things off the ball, and even if he doesn't hit the game sheet, you can pretty well guarantee that 50, 60, 70% of any goal that's scored, he has a hand in it. It's just like David Velistegi. I mean, David, offensively, he's always pushing it wide. He's always stretching the defense. But this year, what's really stepped up is his defense. Like when we see the defensive side of the game, how it's come along, I can guarantee you there's at least one or two games that last year we might have probably tied and not won. And this year, players like David and some of our other players that have put that part of the game together have turned that 1-point tie into a 3-point win. So these are the type of things that have been instrumental in a lot of our success this year.
In a case of the rich getting richer, Brampton recently added former TFC and Canadian under-20 player Oscar Cardone to their midfield. And defensively, the club has allowed just 20 goals in 16 games and were bolstered by off-season additions in keeper Camilo Benzi and the always intense Thomas McLean.
Well, I mean, I've respected and loved the way he's played, as you said, from previous years. He just has such a love for the game. He only knows how to play one way, 210%, from the first whistle to probably after the last whistle.
Having Camilo back there is just like having an extra guy back there. He plays well out of the back with his feet. His kicks are on always, and it's just a great help this year to have him. Between
Benzi and then Mark Jankovic and Mirko Medic, having them now for the second year where they've settled into the club and they know all the personnel and they've established their roles, and then having Camilo, I mean, that core, they're field generals. These are seasoned guys that are consummate professionals, and I tell you, those three players are very, very critical in terms of having guys like David Velistegi, Tariq, our left back, and Marcos garner and get a lot of the success they have from those lessons, because every session in training, those guys are consummate professionals.
While Brampton City has had a tremendous season so far, the team is playing with a heavy heart after the passing of their longtime head coach and mentor, Armando Costa, last December. Brampton has dedicated the 2013 season to Armando, and he continues to inspire the team to this day.
He loved the game, was always first one at practice, first one at the games, staying up all night, working on tactics for the next game, calling the players. He truly was an inspiration for the game, and someone that will never be forgotten in the game here in Canada.
Well, this truly is still Armando's work in progress. I mean, we feel him at every game. We talk about him at every training session and every practice. What he's done for us in terms of the way we view the game and life has been unbelievable. But I think he's brought us closer together, even after his passing, more so than any other event. So the boys have really rallied to it. And I mean, it's funny because whenever we have an obstacle or hurdle, you know, all of us reflect back and talk about, okay, how would Armando handle this? And you know, sometimes what happens, you hear and you work with someone, but it doesn't resonate till after the fact. And so many of his lessons and so many of his discussions and so many of his tactics really start to resonate now, and it's really getting through to the guys, and I think a lot of that is the result you're seeing on the field.
For CSL TV, I'm Alex Bastiavansky.